Yeah, watch that classic on the channel once again, my boy. If you in the chat, vest up on the YouTube, sub up. You feel me? Original video on the WestJet. You niggas still in the comments, dick eating, talking about I'm not listening. Bitch is WestJet. His name is WestJet. You know how to spell? Then spell WestJet. Fuck, boy.
Day for the unemployed. Asmondgold is in
W-Day
a
for
hot
who?
water. Massive day for the unemployed. Asmondgold is in a hot water, and oh boy, but what has he even done? And
That's a day for who?
Hassan is mentioned in this video, so trigger warning. Asmondgold responds to Hassan and claims black people are genetically inferior and socioeconomic conditions is just cope. They are genetically inferior.
Inferior or superior? Because there's studies that show. But
And socioeconomic conditions is just cope. They are. It's a fact.
Social treatment through DEI and affirmative action at the expense of white and Asian Americans. Socioeconomic conditions is a cope, and everyone knows it.
Yes, correct.
I mean, this is the Elon Musk style. No, they are genetically inferior, and socioeconomic conditions are a cope.
They are. It's a fact.
I mean, I am part of the ADL, the Asmondgold Defense League, but, like, he said they are to the second part, not the whole statement. Socioeconomic conditions are a cope. Even when you control for income, you have dramatically different racial crime rates. The thing is true for men versus women. Not genetically inferior, another pathetic attempt to get me banned over inconvenient truths. You said they are in response to Destiny saying you claim black people are genetically inferior. There's no other way around this. You want to tap dance around the issue by saying all the other factors leading to more crimes committed is cope. Just say it with your chest. Okay. Deliberate misunderstanding. Classic. It's amazing how much leftist discourse is just them pretending not to understand things, thus making discourse impossible. I posted a tweet instead of refuting the argument.
So basically, bro had a take. Well, not even a take. He agreed with somebody take, and that's what y'all talking about?
I am very smart. I was referring to socioeconomic
conditions,
this nigga
not the doing some
accusation shit. That they were genetically inferior. This is obvious because it's exactly what I said 10 seconds earlier in the same clip you posted.
It's true. I hate black people. So you see what they did, right? Two claims were made. They were genetically inferior and socioeconomic conditions are a cope. I immediately respond after socioeconomic conditions, which is the thing that I had mentioned earlier in the tweet, and they're trying to frame it as if I said it's about them being genetically inferior.
No, they are genetically inferior, and socioeconomic conditions are a cope.
They are.
Y'all know how we feel about Hassan on this channel.
It's a fact. So there it is.
To be honest, this one borders on defamation. And this is the thing that these people do, right? They know that what I'm saying is true. I think that all of these people know that what I'm saying is true, that it's not just socioeconomic conditions. They know that they can't actually argue against any of the other factors. So what they try to do instead is they try to get anybody banned, suspended, or removed in order to hopefully get that person to not be able to have a conversation so they don't have to address it.
I'm not saying nothing, but, you know, single parent household, you know, gang culture,
no, I'm not
very big problem.
Hey brother,
he's
I'm
not
sorry to bother you,
saying,
but
like,
can I borrow
anything,
a dollar?
honestly.
A dollar, yeah.
Oh, that's a big problem.
Misunderstanding someone words is a certified Twitter classic.
Facts. We not gonna do that. Actually, we is. That's the mopey. Bro. Yeah, bro pulling a mopey on y'all ass.
A black boy, bro, keep going. Don't listen to these people. You are doing a great work. As a black boy, I don't know if I trust this guy, man. If any of my black viewers are watching, can you let us know if you start your sentences with "as a black man"? I feel like that's cap. That's the thing, though. We'll never actually know.
It is frustrating for me. It definitely is. Whenever you have people that deliberately try to misunderstand you and then reframe what you say in a way that's completely inaccurate. And the reason why people get very angry at me is because I represent an ideology that is destructive to them. It is the idea, the radical concept that when you do something, it is your fault that you do something. Every single bad thing that happens to me, I begin from the position that it is my fault.
Oh, Bobby, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. True, it's like the black people that don't complain about slavery. Chances are they're doing better. X or A. Kanye. Like you guys.
Because honestly, bro, what the fuck does what can I do about it? What can they do for me? Why am I talking about this shit? I don't. It don't concern me. Like, yeah, like kudos to them, my nigga. They was cooped up and shit. You feel me? That shit was treacherous, but like that don't got nothing to do with me, bro.
Understand what I mean? You know, slavery
It
is
ain't gonna
not
help me edit my video. You feel me? I
cool.
don't.
Boo. But
It's not the government's fault. It's not your parents' fault. It's not your perceived mental disorders' fault. It's your fault whenever you're doing something wrong. The sooner that we can acknowledge that people's actions are their own is the first step that we can take to actually solving a problem.
whoa, what's this? Before it was popular to say this, Asmondgold defended blacks and said crime statistics were not related to black people at all.
Young
And not only the niggas like this, I don't really know Asmondgold, so I'm not gonna speak on bro. But niggas like this, from what I heard so far, is like the poggers that turn to like political niggas, but not y'all. You know, stay with me. Not political niggas, but niggas that just like got a strong ass left or right side opinion on everything.
black people lawless animals on a regular basis? What is this? What does being black have to do with crime?
Maybe he saw San Francisco and he changed his mind. I don't know. And now I'm about
That's
to truth
what-
bomb
okay,
you. You know, if you
where's
see a
Jay?
black
You need
guy
to
and
chill,
dressed
bro.
nicely, you know, we got a
Chill
quota
out.
zip on.
You
You know,
almost
he's
got
wearing
this
a
video
suit. You're not going to be
demonetized, bro. Chill
nervous.
out.
But if you see a dude with some V-load and some J's, run the other way.
I don't think I've ever known a black person.
How the hell is this dude lecturing us about genetics? This is photoshopped. Asmon Roach telling black people they are genetically inferior. Okay. A lot of people are cycled in on the genetically inferior part.
I'm about to say, but coming from him though, it's like to who? Inferior to who? Not you, my nigga. You are a chud. Like the actual definition of a chud. That's you.
And I genuinely don't think that's what he meant. And, you know, it kind of makes sense by the context of the clip anyway.
Being poor is an excuse to commit crimes. That's right. No one's saying it's an excuse, but it's a reason that's
Fucking
consistent
6 or
across
4
the
nigga don't
globe.
got
I
one pack.
completely, by the way, this is true. It's undeniable that poverty and crime are correlated. But what I'm saying is that it's not the only corollary. Okay, yeah, literally, yes, people steal things because they can't afford them.
It's not like they're stealing bread to feed their children. They're stealing designer slop.
There are some people that don't steal things because they can't afford them. I know this sounds crazy. You would think that growing up in poverty would give you some empathy for their fellow human being. I do have empathy. I get it. But empathy is not obedience. Empathy is saying, yes, this is the way it was for me. I f***ed up. I did it this way, and now I'm not going to do it this way anymore. That's it. I know it sounds crazy, but holding yourself accountable is a lot harder than holding other people accountable.
Now, that part right there I agree with. But like, just because you was forced to do something don't mean you gotta keep doing it once you're able to not do it.
Up. I did it this way, and now I'm not going to do it this way anymore. That's it. I know it sounds crazy, but
It do sound
holding
crazy,
yourself
but I get what
accountable
you're
is a
saying.
lot harder than holding other people accountable.
Just hit the oil rig, man. Anyway, now that we got what Asmondgold has to say, we got to listen to Hassan.
We go, oh, you guys both talk about each other. This is the first time I brought up Asmongold.
And then you reading a comment from a nigga named Zombie Eat Ducks.
In
You
weeks.
doing it to yourself, my boy. And then you gonna get on Twitter and say, why are y'all coming for me? Nigga, what are you doing? That ass, B.
If not months. Where was the other? He called women prostitutes too. And nasty business. But he still is a multi-millionaire with multiple businesses nonetheless.
So that make him right? Cause you want to collab? Type shit.
You think that he represents your lifestyle, but he doesn't.
Again, you're both the
Niggas
yin and
goofy.
the yang, but at least Asmondgold could control his desire and not buy a Gucci or some shit. You preach socialism, but you engage in capitalism more than Asmondgold, which is why people point it out. Ooh, this is consistent with his previous racist arguments, such as calling all Somalians criminals and burdens to society.
If you look at the way that people from Somalia have integrated into British culture, how they've integrated.
And then what does Somalia or British people gotta do with you though? So like, you do this, controversy, niggas get mad, niggas get happy, whatever, cool. You can't say shit. Cause you went out your way to speak on some shit that didn't have to do with you. So the response that you get, you can't say a goddamn thing about it.
Into American culture, how they've come from, let's say, Japan, you will see one common variable every single time. It's that these people are total drains on the society. They are massively problematic. They're scamming. They steal things. They do not integrate. And at the end of the day, they are a negative for the societies that they come to. So why would you bring in all of these people that have such a high rate of there being a negative outcome? Why would you ever do that? It's stupid.
Biggest issue with immigration, I think, is people not assimilating. They sort of live in their own conclaves, and this sort of creates weird ethnic blocks around town.
But, you know, you do have a lot of people that do this, and they try to come together and, you know, and this is the thing that these people do, right? Is that the reason why they're doing this is they want to get me banned. They want to get me banned because they don't think that, you know, basically they know that what I'm saying is true. I think that all...
They don't, though. Let's see if this person's trying to get a ban. Asmondgold responds to Hassan and claims black people are genetically inferior and socioeconomic conditions are just a cope. This is just a fact. What does that say about him getting banned or him getting terminated or anything about Twitch or Dan Schneider or fucking, not Dan Schneider, you know who I'm talking about, other Schneider.
All these people know that what I'm saying is true, that it's not just socioeconomic conditions. But because of that, they know that they can't actually argue against any of the other factors.
But that's the thing. This is mostly just the internet. Like, in the real world, everyone can be like, yeah, maybe we need to work better on these things, right? Like, it's not that simple.
So what they try to do instead is they try to get anybody banned, suspended, or removed. So, and this is it is frustrating for me. It definitely is. Whenever you have people that deliberately try to misunderstand you and then reframe what you say in a way that's
and it's the same
completely inaccurate and totally wrong.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Asmondgold's a bit of a chud, but I think...
What did I say earlier? He's the definition of a chud. Why did this happen every video? Every video this shit happened, bro. It didn't happen 15 seconds later. It happened like a couple minutes later, but it happened. It happened. He said, how you go from GD to Crip? It happened.
Misunderstand you and then reframe what you say in a way that's completely inaccurate and totally wrong.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Asmondgold's a bit of a chud, but I think he'd agree with that too. Again, I'm recording from Tel Aviv and I'm part of the ADL.
This is Tel Aviv.
Be honest, guys. Am I actually... Like, none of this stuff is serious to me, so I troll a lot, but like, do people actually care about this garbage? People...
Nah. I honestly don't give a fuck. I only clicked it because it's a WestJet classic, you know what I'm saying? Facts.
Be straight up basing their identity on what streamer they support. You know, I can't lie. I might make a racist joke here and there.
But what I will say is the extremists that was the poggers turned extremists, they need to chill the fuck out. That's my take on it. I ain't gonna lie. If I have to give one take, I'm gonna give the poggers that turned extremists, y'all need to chill the fuck out, my nigga. Y'all well off. Y'all don't have to keep clickbaiting and making different communities fucking hate y'all. So when y'all go out, niggas want to assassinate y'all in GTA. That's what y'all doing. Y'all is like pushing niggas buttons, the wrong buttons. And it's 2026. My motherfuckers is crazy. They will kill you for saying the wrong shit, my nigga, in GTA. Chill the fuck out.
But on the WestJet channel, we judge people by the content of their character. Again, it's obviously more than socioeconomics, and like, anybody who's good faith would be able to tell you that. Like, I'm not black, but personally,
you chilling with your 5, 10, 15K every day, my nigga. You chilling. You chilling. You don't have to do this stupid ass shit, nigga.
I wouldn't listen to either of these guys when they're talking about my community and the problems we face. You know what I mean? The change has to come from within. That's why I'd rather fed sit like Ludwig and don't get myself involved in politics, because this stuff does not concern me and I don't care.
Wait a minute. I'm white.
Hey, look though, my boy WestJet almost at a meal. Y'all go sell up the WestJet. WestJet that meal soon, my boy. I'm full now. There'll be video WestJet. You know that.